Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lauren, a yoga teacher and soon-to-be mama, currently in my second trimester. Today, I'm excited to share an energizing prenatal yoga class designed to help you feel refreshed and revitalized. While this class is perfect for the second trimester, it can really be practiced during any stage of pregnancy, with just a few modifications and extra props to support you along the way. Remember, yoga is all about honoring your body and where you are today. For this practice, you'll want to have yoga blocks, a bolster, and a few pillows handy for added comfort and support. If you're looking to purchase props, I've linked some of my favorites in my Amazon storefront below. So take a moment to get all set up, and when you feel ready, I'll meet you here on the mat. Let's begin in child's pose. Now, I know this position, being lower on the ground, can be challenging, especially if you're further along, so have those props handy. I find where I'm at now in my pregnancy, having a bolster between my legs. You can even prop up that bolster with a block so you're not having to fold forward as deeply. You can place your forehead on the bolster or turn your head to the side. Notice how with the angle of my bolster here with the block underneath, it leaves space for my belly. Go ahead and connect with your breath here, taking a nice slow inhalation through your nose. And slow exhale out through your nose. Feel your back expand as you breathe in. And contract as you breathe out. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Giving your mind a moment to catch up here with your body in this place of stillness. And then take your time as you slowly press up. You can move that bolster to the side, and you can place your blocks to the top edge of your mat. Make your way onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position. So your knees are under your hips, your hands are underneath the shoulders. Let's start with cat-cow here. So inhale, cow pose, arch your back, shoulders pull towards your hips, look up towards the sky. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, look towards your belly button. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Do that 2 more times. And then make your way to a neutral spine. Now let's move the spine laterally. So breath in here. Like a dog wagging its tail as you exhale, move your hips and shoulders to the right. So scrunching that right side, lengthening the left, and peek over your right shoulder like you're trying to find your tail. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, wag your tail towards the left, looking over your left shoulder. And do that 2 more times to each side. Make sure you're moving your shoulders and hips in the same direction. And last one to the left. Good. Come back to center. Finally, as we're here in tabletop, let's move the spine through a bit of thoracic or upper back rotation. So your left hand stays pushing into the mat, right hand behind your head. Try to keep your lower part of the back in a neutral position as best you can. As you inhale, open your chest to the right. Exhale, round your back, elbow towards elbow. And do that 2 more times. And then switch. Right hand presses down, left hand behind your head. Inhale, open. Exhale, round, elbow towards elbow. And try not to force it, just really getting as much movement in your upper back as possible. And then make your way to your hands and knees. I like to crawl my hands a little bit in the shoulders in preparation for downward facing dog. You're going to tuck those toes under, lift your hips up, and you may find taking the feet a little bit wider feels more comfortable as you press your chest towards your thighs. You can find a soft bend in the knees. Again, breath in and breath out. One more time, inhale, push the ground away. And as you exhale, walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. From here, one at a time, place your hands to the thighs with a bend in the knees. Push through those heels and come to stance. From here, walk to the middle of your mat and turn to the long edge of the mat. Bring your hands to the hips as you bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. As you exhale, turn your right leg out externally. So right toes facing the front edge of the mat as you come into Warrior Two pose. Good. So don't worry about getting really deep in your Warrior Two. We don't want to overstrain the inner thighs. As that hormone relaxin kicks in, you'll feel everything get more relaxed, more flexible. Swing your legs to your right as you sit on your left hip. And we're going to come into a shape called deer pose. So you essentially have a 90-degree bend in both of your legs here. We're going to challenge that internal hip rotation of that right hip. So lean towards your right, and maybe you add the reach of your left arm overhead. I'm feeling maybe some pressure here. And then come all the way back up. Plant your left hand beside you and bridge your hips up. Feel that stretch to the front of the hips, especially on that right side. And then slowly lower your hips down. You're going to plant your feet in front of you, plant your hands behind you, and windshield wiper the legs side to side. So just dropping the knees right and left. All right, so now sit on your right hip and take your legs in that 90-degree bend. Left leg is rotated in this time. Lean towards your left hip. Maybe this is plenty, or perhaps you have the reach of your right arm overhead. We're here for a few cycles of breath. And then plant your right hand beside you. Press into your shins as you bridge your hips up. And then slowly make your way back down to a seat. So we're gonna take Savasana lying on the side. And as you get further along in your pregnancy, you'll probably notice lying on your back or your right side is gonna feel uncomfortable. First off, you have the weight of the baby on your back, but also that weight can cut off circulation and blood flow to the baby through that vena cava, which is on the back right side. So what we're going to do here is set up lying on that left side of your body. I find it's the most comfortable to have some pillow, in this case the bolster, between your thighs. And I normally use a wedge pillow, so it's a wedge on the front and the back, but we're gonna utilize these pillows. For me, these pillows are pretty soft and squishy, so they will definitely make do. And I'm gonna line them up like so, but you're more than welcome to ditch the pillow under your waist. And you're gonna slowly lie on the side of your body. And this is really how I sleep, because like I said, lying on my side or back, is uncomfortable after a while, but obviously being on one side of your body can be uncomfortable as well. But this is the best setup, I find. And right now you can place the hand to the belly as you close your eyes and draw your attention inward. Go ahead and walk to the middle of your mat and turn to the long edge of the mat. Then you're going to take your feet a little wider than shoulder width distance, hands to the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, pivot on your right foot, turning that right leg out externally and come into Warrior Two pose, Virabhadrasana 2. Your right knee is bent, rotating out externally. Now, don't worry about getting really deep in your Warrior Two. we're trying not to exploit that hormone relaxin that kicks in, that makes everything really relax and flexible. We want to maintain a level of engagement and strength through those inner thighs. Inhale, you're gonna lean back, reverse warrior, left hand to your back leg, right arm goes up. Exhale, extended side angle. You can either place hand to thigh, you can opt to place forearm to thigh. You can also grab a block, placing it underneath the right hand to give you extra support as that left arm comes up to the sky. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. While you're here, circle your top arm overhead, down, back, and up. And then go in the other direction, back, down, forward, and up. Good. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise back up, star pose. Exhale, pivot on your other foot, your left foot, as you come into warrior two in the legs. So again, getting into that bend in the front knee, but not overly deep. Inhale, lean back, reverse warrior. Left arm goes up and overhead. Exhale, extended side angle. Again, you can take hand to thigh, forearm to thigh, or you can grab a block and place it to the inside of your left leg as you reach your right arm up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Circle your top arm overhead, down, back, and up, and then go in the other direction, back, down, forward, and up. Good. Come all the way to stand. Inhale, star pose. Turning those toes out, heels in as you come into goddess pose. So bend your knees, sit down into the hips. Place your hands to the thighs and lean forward a bit. Take a full inhale. Exhale, drop your left shoulder down, rotating your upper back towards the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gently drop your right shoulder towards the middle, turning your chest towards your left. Do that 2 more times each side. Good. Come all the way back up, pressing through those heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, triangle pose to your right. So lengthen both legs, but pivot your right foot out externally. You're going to lengthen both legs. Then pull your left hip back. Again, you may want to have a block handy and place it on the inside of your front leg, your right leg, as that left arm comes up. Good. Take a full breath in and full breath out. Good. Come all the way to stand, arms out wide. Inhale, reverse triangle. Both legs are lengthened. Right arm goes up, left hand to back leg. Exhale, back to stand, arms out wide. Let's take that on the other side. So if you're using that block, you're going to pivot your left foot to the left and make sure both legs are lengthened. You can drop a block down on the inside of your left foot as that right arm comes up to the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And breath in. And breath out. Good. Push through your heels. Engage your core. Inhale, lean back. Reverse triangle. Left arm up. Right hand to back leg. Exhale, come all the way to stand. Arms out wide. And adjust your stance so your feet are parallel with one another once again. Take the arms out wide like the letter T. From here, right arm's going to go across, left arm hooks underneath. So you can either just pull the arm straight across, or you can find eagle in the arms, grabbing the backs of the hands, palms or shoulders as you bind your left arm underneath the right. You're going to pull your arms towards your left and look over your right shoulder. Good. Come all the way back to center, unwind and switch. Both arms out wide. Left arm comes across, right arm hugs underneath. Or you can bind at your arms, touch the backs of the hands, palms or shoulders, and then take a breath in. Exhale, pull your arms to the right. Look over your left shoulder, stretching the back of that left shoulder. Good. Good, come all the way back up. Inhale, reach the arms up, and as you do so, heel toe your feet about hips width distance apart. Exhale, bring your hands to the hips. Good, bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair, so hips back and down. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Feel that engagement of your glutes, hamstrings, and quads. Exhale, hands to your chest, come to stand. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, sit your hips down, arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, hips down, arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Keep going and really think like you're pushing your hips back and down so that you are not pushing the knees forward, but feeling that weight in your glutes and your hamstrings. Do that 3 more times. Good. Last one. And come all the way back up. So now we're going to combine those 2 shapes, eagle in the arms, chair in the legs, to find eagle pose or Skandasana. So since we have these blocks here, you're going to take them on the outside of the feet. Okay, so you have 1 block on either side, level 1. Bring your hands to the hips, sit your hips back and down like there's a chair behind you. Now, shift your weight to your right foot, hug those inner thighs together, and drape your left leg on top. From here, arms are gonna come out wide. Notice how the toes on the block is gonna give you extra stability. Slide your left arm underneath your right as you come into eagle pose. So really feeling that engagement through your hamstrings, glutes, and inner thighs, and your core muscles. Now, as you're getting further along in your pregnancy journey, balance may get trickier, right? Your body is growing and shifting in ways that maybe it hasn't before, and it is throwing everything out of whack. So take your time, be patient with yourself and understanding as you're here. Good, slowly unwind and set both feet down, shake out the legs. Okay, you can really start to feel that in the glute and hamstrings. So we're gonna switch to the other side. Let's start with the legs. So bring your hands to hips, sit your hips back and down, and transition your weight to your left foot. Then drape your right leg on top and rest the toes on the block. Hug your inner thighs together, first finding your balance, then arms come out wide. Wrap your right arm underneath your left, coming into eagle pose or Skandasana. Breathing and finding a place to focus your attention, your drishti or your gaze. And then come all the way back up. Release your feet and shake out the legs. All right, go ahead and set those blocks to the side. And you're going to take your feet nice and wide once again. Feet about a little wider than shoulder width distance. Bend your knees, hands to hips, and slowly fold forward, taking your hands to those blocks. I find the highest setting is most comfortable for me, but you're more than welcome to adjust to your setting. Then you're going to bend your right knee, lengthen your left leg as you come into a Skandasana or side lunge. Think like when you were in chairs, so you're going to sit your hips back and then crawl your blocks towards your left foot. So even though your right knee is bent, you're crawling hands to the left to stretch the side body. Good, come back to center and switch. So bend your left knee, lengthen your right leg, keep your hips back, and then you're going to crawl your hands towards your right to stretch that left side of the body. Keep your left knee bent. And then crawl your blocks back to center. Heel toe your feet about hips width distance apart. And then walk your feet back so that you can lower your knees to the ground. All right, So as you've made your way to the floor, we're gonna slowly make our way to our side. As you get further along in your pregnancy, you may notice it's more uncomfortable to lie on your back, and you may notice it's uncomfortable to lie on the right side. And this is due to obviously the weight of your baby on your body, on your back, but also it's cutting off circulation to that blood supply to your baby as you put pressure on it. That blood flow is mainly on that right side in that vena cava. So you're gonna lie on your left side, all right? So a little bit of setup here. You can move your blocks to the side and sit on your hip, all right? Then you're going to set up pillows to the front edge of your mat, and you're going to take the bolster between your legs like so, and you may even want to, let's see, play with it a little bit here, but maybe, oh yeah, that's nice. So I have the pillow under my side and the pillow under my head. Very, very comfy, very cozy here. Okay, and this is how I sleep at home. Sleep on my left side. I know it can get kind of redundant being on one side the whole night. And I bought one of those wedge pillows, so it's not necessarily under my side like this, but I have one in front, one in back, 2 wedges, and it's the best that I can do, at least for right now. So as you're here lying on your side, you can place your hand to the belly, just really connecting to your baby. We had a very energizing practice. It's not a lot of up and down. It's not a lot of lunging. I personally find where I'm at in my pregnancy journey, deep lunges, split leg lunges just feels like it's too much strain on my pelvic floor, my inner thighs. So what we did today is energizing, but not to the point of strain. And I hope you were able to feel strong and connected with your body. And now you can give your body a moment to rest. Take a nice slow breath in and a slow breath out. Again, breath in and breath out. Take a few more cycles of breath. Perhaps you notice your heart rate is slowing down. Everything is feeling more rested and at ease. You are more than welcome to stay here and just let the video play all the way through if you're needing more time to rest. Otherwise, if you are ready to move on into the rest of your day, you're going to slowly blink your eyes open. And we're going to essentially come up the same way we made our way down. So you can keep the bolster between the thighs for a moment and use your top hand to help push you up. I find keeping the bolster on the thighs until I'm up puts less strain on my inner thighs. Then once you're up, you can move the bolster out of the way and swing those legs in front of you. I hope you enjoyed this invigorating and energizing prenatal yoga practice. Feel free to check out all my other prenatal yoga videos through my playlist. You'll see prenatal yoga series, and I will continue to add more prenatal yoga classes as I'm continuing with my pregnancy journey. As I said, I'm in my second trimester, so I will be releasing more as I approach my third trimester as well. I hope this practice helped you feel more connected to your body or babies. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, just so that you can stay up to date on all my future class releases. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you next time.